Earth science characteristics of atmosphere, air pressure, and wind. Multiple choice. Identify the choice that best completes the statement or answers the question. Please circle your letter choice and write the letter in the blank to the left. Number 1. Atmospheric pressure is measured with an A. Altimeter, B. Barometer, C. Scale, D. Thermometer. Number 2. Which of the following is an effect of air pollution? A. Chlorofluorocarbons, B. Volcanic ash dispersal, C. Pollen distribution, D. Destruction of the ozone layer. Number 3. The two most abundant components of the atmosphere are, lost my spot, are carbon dioxide and particulates. B. Ozone, C. Water vapor, D. Nitrogen oxide. Number 4. Energy from the sun travels to Earth as A. Visible light, B. Infrared rays, C. Ultraviolet rays, D. Radiation. Number 5. Average temperatures are lower near the poles because the sunlight strikes the ground at an angle A. Greater than 90 degrees, B. Smaller than 90 degrees, C. Of 90 degrees, D. Of 180 degrees. Number 6. The narrow band of high-speed winds that blow in the upper atmosphere are called A. Trade winds, B. Convection cells, C. Horse latitudes, D. Jet streams. Number 7. The trade winds of the north and southern hemispheres meet at the equator in a narrow zone of weak variable winds called A. The doldrums, B. The wind belt, C. Subtropical jet streams, D. Prevailing winds. Number 8. Which of the following pairs are not components of the atmosphere? A. Nitrogen oxygen, B. Ozone argon, C. Water vapor particulates, D. Atmospheric pressure gravity. Number 9. Narrow bands of high-speed winds that blow in the upper troposphere and lower stratosphere are called A. Trade winds, B. Doldrums, C. Jet streams, D. Convection cells. Number 10. Solar radiation that is not reflected back into the atmosphere. A. Is destroyed by ozone, B. Is absorbed by surface materials, C. Is changed to radio waves, D. Becomes visible. That's the end of the first 10 questions. Earth science, characteristics of atmosphere, air pressure, and wind, questions 11 through 23. Number 11, albedo is the fraction of solar radiation reaching Earth that is A. refracted, B. destroyed, C. reflected, D. absorbed. Number 12, local wind patterns are affected by local conditions and A. temperatures, B. jet streams, C. westerlies, D. rainfall. Number 13, all of the following are particulates in the atmosphere except A. dust, B. salt, C. pollen, D. gases. Number 14, interactions between solar radiation and ionosphere cause A. auroras, B. smog, C. temperature inversions, D. scattering. Number 15, which of the following is not a common source of particulates? A. volcanic dust, B. salt particulates, that should be B. salt particles, C. chlorofluorocarbons, D. pollen. Number 16, the warming of the surface and lower atmosphere of the Earth that occurs when carbon dioxide, water vapor, and other gases in the air absorb and re-radiate. Infrared radiation is known as A. thermal heat, B. electromagnetic energy, C. greenhouse effect, D. radiation. Number 17, in general, the Coriolis effect is noticeably only on objects that move very fast or travel, A. long distances, B. during daylight hours, C. from north to south, D. along a wind belt. Number 18, what is the most abundant gas in the atmosphere? A. oxygen, B. nitrogen, C. carbon dioxide, D. hydrogen. Number 19, which of the following terms best describes air? A. an element, B. carbon, C. mixture, D. none of the above. Number 20, the form of oxygen that combines with 3 oxygen atoms in each molecule is called A. Argon, B. Thermopause, C. Chlorofluorocarbon, D. Ozone. Number 21, what is the lowest layer of the atmosphere? A. Thermosphere, B. Troposphere, C. Stratosphere, D. Mesosphere. Number 22, most important weather phenomena occur in the A. Stratosphere, B. Mesosphere, C. Troposphere, D. Thermosphere. 23, when do the sun's rays strike latitude 23.5 south at an angle of 90 degrees? A. June 21st, C. September 21st. Next page, B. March 21st, D. December 21st. Those are questions 11 through 23. Earth science, characteristics of atmosphere, air pressure and wind, questions 36 through 47. Number 36, the 2 most important heat-absorbing gases in the lower atmosphere are oxygen and nitrogen, B. Ozone and chlorofluorocarbons, C. Argon and hydrogen, D. Water, vapor, and carbon dioxide. Number 37, what is not true about radiation? A. It needs a medium through which to travel. B. It travels out in all directions from its source. C. It is one of the 3 methods of heat transfer. Or D. It can travel through a vacuum. Number 38, which is the following is not a temperature control? A. Geographic position, B. Ocean currents, C. Nitrogen, D. Cloud cover. Number 39, in general, what is true about places at higher altitudes? A. They have cooler temperatures than places at lower altitudes. B. They have the same temperature as places at lower temperatures. C. They have warmer temperatures than places at lower altitudes. D. They have less predictable temperatures than places at lower altitudes. Number 40, which is of the following is true? Land heats less rapidly than water. B. Land heats more rapidly than water. C. Land reaches higher temperatures than water. Or D. Both B and C. Number 41, which of the following best describes temperature variations? A. Variations are greater over land than over water. B. Variations are greater over water than over land. C. Variations are the same over water and land. D. Variations over water cannot be determined. C. 42. Isotherms are lines that connect points of equal blank. A. Latitude. B. Temperature. C. Elevation. D. Pressure. Number 43. Which of the following best describes the general air temperature on a cloudy night? A. Lower than on a clear night. B. Higher than on a clear night. C. The same as on a clear night. Or D. Less predictable than on a clear night. 44. The force exerted by the weight of the air above is called A. Air pressure. B. Convergence. C. The Coriolis effect. D. Divergence. Number 45. In which direction is air pressure exerted? A. Upward. B. Downward. C. Sideways. D. All of the above. What is the ultimate energy source for most wind? A. Earth's rotation. B. Earth's revolution. C. Solar radiation. D. Tides. Number 47. Which force generates wind? A. The Coriolis effect. B. Gravity. C. The pressure differences. D. Friction. The next is an image of a weather map, and the next questions refer to figures 19-1. This is question 48. In the figure 19-1, the lines on the weather map that connect points of equal pressure are A. Isobars, B. Isogrids, C. Contour lines, D. Isotherms. Number 49. In that figure, closely spaced lines indicate blank. A. High winds, B. Light winds, C. Variable winds, D. Cyclonic winds. Number 50. Widely spaced isobars indicate A. High winds, B. Variable winds, C. Light winds, D. Winds oriented north to south. Number 51. Variations in air pressure from place to place are the principal cause of blank. A, snow, B, rain, C, wind, D, clouds. Number 52, in the northern hemisphere, winds associated with a low pressure system below blank. A, counterclockwise towards the center, B, clockwise towards the center, C, clockwise outward from the center, and D, counterclockwise outward from the center. That is the quiz up to question 52. Earth science characteristics of atmosphere, air pressure, and wind, questions 24 through 35. Question 24. When does the summer solstice occur in the northern hemisphere? A, June 21st, B, March 21st, C, September 21st, D, December 21st. Number 25. When does the autumnal equinox occur in the southern hemisphere? A, June 21st, B, March 21st, C, September 21st, D, December 21st. Number 26. Which of the following is true about equinoxes? A, they occur in June and December. B, the sun's vertical rays are striking either 23.5 degrees south or 23.5 degrees north. C, days and nights are equal in length everywhere. D, the length of the daylight in the Arctic and Antarctic circles is 24 hours. Number 27. When air transfers energy to a cooler object, what happens to the air temperature? A, it increases. B, it decreases. C, it stays the same. D, it fluctuates. 28. When energy is transferred to air, what happens to the particles of air? A, they move slower. B, they move faster. C, they cool down. D, none of the above. 29. When electromagnetic waves have the longest wavelengths? A, radio. B, infrared. C, gamma. D, ultraviolet. Number 30. What processes describe the transfer of heat through matter by molecular activity? A, conduction. B, convection. C, radiation. D, evaporation. 31. Which process involves mass movement within a substance? A, conduction. B, convection. C, radiation. D, reflection. 32. A metal spoon becomes hot after being left in a pan of boiling water. This is an example of A, convection. B, conduction. C, radiation. D, reflection. 33. The heating of the lower layer of atmosphere from radiation absorbed by certain heat-absorbing gases is called A, an abiotic effect. B, the greenhouse effect. C, the photosynthesis effect. D, smog. Number 34. Earth receives energy from the sun through what method of heat transfer? A, conduction. B, convection. C, radiation. D, none of the above. Number 35. Which of the following best describes the primary wavelength of radiation emitted by the Earth's surface? A, longer than those emitted by the sun. B, shorter than those emitted by the sun. C, the same amount as emitted by the sun. Or D, none of the above. That is the Earth Science, questions 24 through 35. Earth Science characteristics of atmosphere, air pressure, and wind, questions 53 through 60. Question 53. In the northern hemisphere, winds associated with a high pressure system blow blank. A, counterclockwise towards the center. B, clockwise toward the center. C, clockwise outward from the center. Or D, counterclockwise outward from the center. Number 54. Centers of low pressure are called blank. A, anticyclones. B, air masses. C, jet streams. D, cyclones. Number 55. The general movement of low pressure centers across the U.S. is from blank. A, north to south. B, south to north. C, west to east. D, east to west. Number 56. Seasonal changes in wind direction associated with large land masses and adjacent water bodies are called blank. A. Polar fronts, B. Jet streams, C. Monsoons, D. Trade winds. Number 57, a sea breeze usually originates during the blank. A. Evening and flows toward the land, B. Day and flows towards the land, C. Evening and flows towards the water, D. Day and flows towards the water. 58. A wind that consistently blows more often from one direction than from any other is called a blank. A. Local wind, B. Prevailing wind, C. Trade wind, D. Jet stream. Number 59. Which instrument is used to measure wind speed? A. An anemometer, B. A barometer, C. A thermometer, D. All of the above. Number 60. Winds are labeled according to which of the following? A. Whether they originate on land or water, B. The direction from which they blow, C. The region in which they can be found, or D. None of the above. This is our science characteristics of atmosphere and air pressure and wind, questions 53 through 60. Those are the final questions.